Okay, we back on now. We're back on. What is up, my Castro Cannonballs? What's up? Well, damn it, it's not Cannon. It's not Castro Cannonballs. It's Cannonball. I don't know why I keep on forgetting that. But we're back for another mukbang. It's probably not going to be that long because I don't have too much to talk about. But I did come on for a few topics. But today, what I'm eating right now, I got me some, I didn't check the package. But this might be just some more pork. Some more pork chopped up and some potatoes. But anyways, I'm going to try this out because I cooked it. Well, actually, the new way it cooked it. I didn't have to stand over a hot stove, but I had to make the best of it. You know it's good when your food make you dance because it's crunchy. Earlier this week, I think that was Tuesday, I had to go to the doctor. To the dentist to get my teeth checked up on. And they was talking about, after I got done out of the, the whole appointment, they were like, don't eat on this side for a certain amount of time. Look, I listened to them for a quick second. But after that, I was like, at some point, this ain't my first rodeo, so therefore, I'm gonna eat. I had me a little applesauce, but after a while, that wasn't gonna hold me over. Because they gave me some prescriptions for the pain, and I'm like, man, I need something a little heavy. So therefore, I went back in the refrigerator. I had to get me some meat. Had to get me some meat to eat. And they did the job. I had to go get I really got to go back and get some more work done. But not really too happy about that. Because I thought I only had one problem. But I got another problem. But hell, as long as you got a little bit of insurance, use it to your best advantage. Don't wait till the czar ran out, and then you gotta pay your cash. But I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take them upon. I'm gonna take this insurance. I don't take it for granted, but I'm gonna take this insurance and use it as much as I can. Cause this stuff is expensive. It's expensive. It's so tender. It's just so tender. I love it. But I hope you guys are having a good day. I had a pretty much okay day. Work-wise, it's been a little bit up and down. Kind of slow because of the heat, which is understandable, but at the same damn time, I think want to get back out there. I want to get dirty. I like coming home and, after a hard day's of work, coming home and, got my little food on the side, get in the hot old shower, wash all that off. I feel like a little bigger than stronger than I am. I like that feeling. When you just, when you have done the job right. But in due time, I'm not gonna rush it. Maybe it's just a good thing that we're not out there working in the hot ass sun because this heat ain't nothing to play with. A lot of people have been falling out. Barely drinking enough water. They can drink coffee and caffeine. Oh well, really, that's called coffee is caffeine. But they can drink all these sodas, and energy drinks. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of energy drinks. Energy drinks like that. Really, I prefer. It's gonna be bad, but I prefer coffee. I can drink coffee really all day if I want to, but sometimes I have to put myself on a restriction because sometimes coffee can take away my appetite, and it's just like, damn, that's not good. But I love it, and I know too much coffee is kind of like bad for you. So therefore, now I'm trying to put myself on on a little schedule where I can have it for this certain amount of time, and then for another certain amount of time I can't have it because I don't want to be up all night. If you drink too much of that stuff, you'll be up from now, which is probably 5 right now, to maybe 6 in the morning. That's just me. But yeah, I gotta cut that out a little bit, man. But I really do love it. I love it. And you guys, I had wrote me some notes down. I kept seeing this thing on Instagram, I believe. Basically, people asking for advice about relationships. And honestly, you guys, I really feel like, how long are we going to continue to have these type of conversations? you know, about the same old topics. It's like an ongoing thing. It's like an ongoing thing. It's like you haven't figured out who you are dealing with and how far you are willing to go when they are treating you in a certain in a certain way that's not so good. I feel like you should already know what you are up against, because with me, I'm a very good reader. I'm a very good judge of character, and I can tell how far this is gonna go if you're trying to communicate with me or you want to just hang out with me. I can tell. Energy don't lie. So at this point, I feel like it's really irrelevant to ask and go around. How did you make your marriage work? How did you make your relationship work? Easily, just like anything. Just like anything. Just like with anything else. You're gonna have your ups, you're gonna have your downs, but you gotta put your foot down and let it be known what you are willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept. It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard for me. Back then maybe a couple of years ago, it may have been a little hard, but I guess with time, like I said, heal wounds. And for me, when I was going through something that probably other people, that's a lot older than me have already been there, done that, it took a little time. And it was, it took a little time. It took a lot of, releasing. Sometimes you have to cry it out. But, after a while, you get tired of crying and you have to just come to the grips with things that, although this person that you are dealing with are acting up on you, you're not going to be able to change it. Now you can change the situation by exiting stage left out of that situation. But if you don't want to do that and you still want to hold on, you're going to have to come to some type of common ground with yourself, to yourself, and say, self, don't be so hung up over this one individual. It's plenty of people out there that you can fellowship with. You ain't necessarily gotta jump in the bed with them or necessarily try to jump into a relationship with them. You can just talk. It's okay to just talk to different people, boy or girl. It doesn't make you a hoe. And honestly, let's define that too, because people they have such a all these definitions. I would say they have all these different type of, I would say, opinions about how far a female should go. But I'm speaking from a man point of view. Men, sometimes men they want to classify women as being hoes because they have more than one partner. But at the same time, we can do it. But when it's time for them to do it, it's an issue. And I feel like it's not an issue because just because a woman may have two people that she may talk to or three, doesn't make her a slut or a hoe. It doesn't. It's all right for her to communicate. It's up to her to get her body up to those three men. But as far as her being labeled as a hoe, I don't think so. Now, if you just out there just dropping it low for any and everybody and not giving a damn, okay, yeah. And that's for and vice versa for a man too, because men they can be hoes too. I mean, whorish. They can't be hoes, they can be whores. It's crazy how I can be around a group of guys and you will hear the amount of women that they are talking to, and and it's just like, wow, how can y'all keep up? Me personally, I can't keep up with everybody like that. I'm a terrible liar. I'm not, which is why I got maybe in trouble. Well, when I was in school, I got in trouble a lot. But I'm a terrible liar. I can't keep up with names like that. You gotta show me a picture, and I know how to deal with you. Because when I was out there doing my little thing, when I had my little moments, sometimes I would forget people's names. I'm not good with names. I'm good with faces, but not good with names. And I will be texting somebody that I'm thinking in my head that I'm talking to, but it's a whole different person. So I'm like, damn, how can y'all do it? I can't do it. But I would just say this, it falls back to just, knowing what you want, and how much you are willing to take from a person. Don't allow, someone to try to have control over you, and try to tell you what you need to be doing. Because if their situation ain't no better, then why should what they say affect you? It wouldn't affect me, especially when you're not even calling on this person to support you, you know. And I could see that if you was calling and being or really depending on somebody to support you. But if you're not even doing that, they shouldn't even have words to say to you about anything. About any damn thing, you know. Anything. So you should know what you are. You know what you're coming against. What you're coming up against, you know. Because I mean, easily people will show you the colors in the short amount of seconds that you are with them. And you be like, and sometimes you have to bag up and be like, I don't want you. You know, I don't think I want to fool around with you because you are maybe not all the way, really all the way there in the head. And I have came across a lot of people that they may have appeared as they was okay, but you sit down, get a few drinks in them, you know, maybe some reefer, and you start seeing a whole nother different person. And don't be scared, just be mindful, you know. And I'm gonna just say this, you know, sometimes you may have to let someone that's I would say people that may try to come around you that in the dating field to try to change your situation. You may have to just watch out for them because them be the main ones that will tell you the sweet nothings, and all of a sudden they see your personality and how you are, and they want to try to change that. So it's like, hold on now. Just because you came in all sweet and dandy and you want to do this and do that for me, don't mean I'm supposed to lower my standards or just tone down my attitude because of you and how you want people to perceive us. Like, no. Either you're gonna accept me for who I am, like you did in the beginning, or you're not. You know, I was in a situation like that a few months ago, probably going on a year now, where someone was trying to tell me what I need to be doing and how I need to be doing it, and when we go out, I shouldn't be doing this and doing that, and people was looking at me. I'm like, man, I'm not worried about no other individuals when we out. If we out having a good time, we're gonna have a good time. And I know how to act in public, but don't try to tell me that my whole the way I am, you know, my energy is just too much. Cause if I want to put 20, or if I want to put 10 on 20, I could do that. You know, I had done it in the past, which I have learned from that, but I don't do that now. And people really should understand, you know, stop trying to change individuals because of what you, or really stop trying to change them to your standards. You know, and that's one thing that's a turn off to me. Don't try to change me because you want to be perceived in a certain type of light. You know, that's where I be like kind of fucked up at, you know, with them. I'm like, you got me fucked up. And that's why I'm glad I may have turned down some good people that may have tried to talk to me because they wanted to try to change me. Yeah, I'm a goofy person. I like to laugh a lot. Now, I know everything's not funny, but I like to laugh a lot. I like to also, you know, be serious and have a conversation. But sometimes when I try to be serious with people, try to have a conversation, it sometimes come off as if no one's there. And by that I mean no one's home. They so focused in their phones, like, damn, I should just shut the fuck up because obviously you ain't even paying attention to me, you know. And that's shit. And that's right. And that's something that I notice a lot when it comes to certain individuals. You know, they have a short attention span. And I can't stand being around people that have short attention spans. Like, oh my goodness, like what the fuck am I even here for? You know, we're wasting time. You know, we're wasting time. Well, no, we're not wasting time. I'm wasting my time. You know, because I mean, I like having good conversations with good conversations with people. You know, I don't mind expressing. I'm not gonna, you know, expressing myself to you. Now I'm gonna tell you some things. I ain't gonna tell you too much about me. Not unless you ask if you want to know the truth. You know, because I have been honest with a few people about, you know, my past and what I used to do. You know, they weren't too happy about it, but hell, it was what it was. It was before you, so therefore you really should too much have a problem, you know, with me because I'm being transparent with you and I'm being open and honest with you. So therefore, I'm hoping that you would believe me. You know, I'm just saying. But yeah, that whole advice about relationships really should just be a no-brainer. Because either you're going to accept it or you're going to still deal with it. And I feel like a lot of people be in the middle of, oh, I want to walk away, but at the same time, I still want to stay. So, yeah, you in the middle. Just pick one. Pick one. Know your worth. Like the old saying goes, know your worth. Know what you are willing to put up with Because if you keep on putting up with the wrong stuff, then I don't know what else to tell you. You're just going to be out there looking crazy. You know, because sometimes I can be honest with my friends, but I know it's a level of respect on the wording, you know, that you are choosing to talk with your friends about their situations, you know. Because sometimes your honesty sometimes can hurt people. And so therefore I don't want to hurt close friends of mine. So I try to tell them in a very, very respectful way how I feel about the situation. And they take it. You know, they can either take it or leave it. I don't mean no harm by it, but I want you to know the truth. And I want you to know that, you know, you ain't got to go out head over. You are really go out over and beyond to try to please someone, you know, to get them to act right for you. I'm just saying, that's just me. I'm just not gonna do that. You know, I'm just not gonna be going out here trying to, oh, what you need, walking on eggshells. I can't walk on eggshells with you. Either you're gonna accept me for what comes along with me, or you're not. I'm not gonna do that. But you got people out here that have, and I feel like they have to learn to get to that place. You know, it's a growing thing. Hey, you'll learn to get there. You know, because you'll get tired of it. You'll definitely get tired of it. For real. And I ain't even ate half of this food yet. And I'm over here talking. See, I'm long-winded sometimes. So that's probably why a few people, you know, they get a little, what is it? I forgot the damn word for it. Oh, well. They zone out. They zone out. But it's all right. You heard me, though. And I think sometimes some people don't want to hear the truth. Ain't my fault. You know, when it comes to people that want to talk to you, they don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. And my other question on here, I mean, not my question, but my other one I wanted to talk about, the thing I had wrote down here. Are you having trouble being alone? Are you having trouble being alone, you guys? Me personally, if you are having trouble being alone, you may, how can I say this? You may need to step outside the box, get uncomfortable, step out of your comfort zone. You know, go out there and socialize. You know, talk to people. Don't think that everybody's out to get you. Because you know, sometimes people that are alone, it's not everybody like this. They just feel like sometimes they just want to, you know, just stay to themselves and then be like in a shell and cut off everybody because they just probably been hurt a lot. But sometimes you got to give people a chance because, you know, me personally, I have did that to a lot of people. You know, I don't, you know, really being done a certain type of way with somebody. I think at the time I was thinking that maybe the next person gonna be like that, you know, and I can be wrong. You know, people are different. Just because someone has wronged you, you know, doesn't mean the next person will do the same thing. You know, you just have to watch out for yourself. And if you also are feeling alone, you know, hell, go out there to your local library, read a few books. Read a few books. Oh, I hope I'm saying that word right. A few books. Read a few books. I don't know why I'm having trouble saying that word. But read a few books, and I did it again. And you know, just educate yourself on certain things. You know, get out of that whole mindset that you need to be by yourself, because it's somebody out there for everybody to just, you know, talk to, be friends. You know, here, like me personally, I can go down to the bar and I know a soul up in there, but at the end of the day, I end up talking to them. You know, we having a conversation about a specific topic or anything. You know, I didn't necessarily got to get their numbers to be like, oh, let's be buddies. No, it's just like, hey, what's up? How you doing? How your day been? Yeah, you know, it's easy. So, you know, and eventually, when you are in that space of feeling lonely, you'll get out of that once you get out there and start socializing with people, because it's easy. You know, get out of look, you have to get uncomfortable. Stop being so comfortable and get uncomfortable, you know. And that's with anything in life. Just, you know, stop being so comfortable. Get uncomfortable, because when you get uncomfortable, you know, it's like you have so many things that's waiting for you. You never know what can come out of a friendship, you know. You may be down and out one day. Somebody may say, hey, I got you. Come over here, I'll help you out. until you get back on your feet, anything like that. You may be out of gas, with your vehicle, and you may need somebody to call on. You may be in another state, and you may know a few people. Call them up, and see if they can come through for you. Really the majority of the time, people will come to you. If y'all are tight, or just if y'all have a friendship, and try to help you out. So sometimes you just gotta get uncomfortable, and just get out of that hole, thinking that everybody's gonna be out to get you, because 9 times out of 10, it's not always like that, And that's something I tell myself, because I usually don't fuck around with people like that. I usually be by myself. I got my circle is very, very small. It's just really, really small. It's not big. I don't know everybody, and I'm glad I don't know everybody. Now I know people that know everybody around the city, but I don't want to be like that. I don't want people in my business. I'm kind of private, even though I do YouTube. I'm very, very private on things that comes, that really, I'm very, very private when it comes to me. And I don't want everybody knowing certain things because it's not their business, But you ain't got to tell everybody your business. If you choose to, tell them what you want them to know and not what they want to know, really, the dirt about you. Pretty much, it's that easy. It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard at all. And I also want to talk about this. I'm switching topics now because I'm going to have to go because it's almost the time. Let me see what time it is because y'all know how I do. It ain't going to be long. Oh, shit, I can't even see the time now. Oh, well. But, I was talking with a friend about abuse, and she told me some good things because I had a situation where something happened that I wasn't expecting to happen. And she was talking to me and she was letting me know that that's signs of abuse, And in my head, I really don't want to speak on it too much because I don't want to put that out there. But something happened where I was, talking with an individual and something else happened after that. And I didn't really see it coming. I didn't see it coming. And I'm not saying I got beat up or nothing like that or had to put my hands on anybody like that, but something did happen. And I wasn't expecting that to happen because I've been knowing this person for some years and I was never expecting them to do that to me in that type and really in that type of manner because everything was coming off as cool and cordial, And she told me that, when stuff like that happens, you need to check that right then and there. And granted, I did check it the next day, but I gotta check it. I gotta go back and recheck it again because if I'm going to be around you, we got to learn to keep, hands, to ourselves, because it was a point where I got kind of nervous and I felt like, damn, I don't know you. Like, who was this person? And it had an emotion on me. Well, really I had emotion. I had got kind of emotional about it because it was just like, wow, I just really wasn't expecting that to happen. But it's something that I'm definitely gonna have to check. And if you guys ever have to go through something to the point or to an extent where someone tried to may roughen you up, check that at the door. Because if you don't check it and if you let it slide, it'll happen again. It'll happen again and again and again. There's not enough kisses. It's not enough love making. It's not enough joking to not speak up about that because that's very important for a man and a woman to let it be known what you are willing to accept from the opposite party. But it's something that I'm going to definitely have a talk with someone about because I don't want to really have any altercations. I don't want to do anything crazy that I may regret, because what happened really could have went left, on my end, I haven't spazzed out in some years, and people don't know what you're going through, and you may have a lot on your mind, and sometimes It just take that one thing to make you lose your mind. And I don't want to lose my mind off of something so small that happened. But at the same time, sometimes you may have to lose your mind to get that respect that you need. Sometimes it don't take, sometimes it doesn't take too much to get to that place. It don't, especially for me, it don't take too much. And I'm sure for you, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that may not, well, that may take a little bit, but it don't take too much for a person that has been going through things and that has been dealing with those things by themselves. And you finally get to another party and they want to try to roughen some things up with you. And it's just like, oh hell no, But I'm a non-confrontation type of person. Not unless you push me and put your hands on me. That's when I got to get out of my character. Like, y'all probably won't even recognize me if you guys was to see me really get to a different place, which is why I'm trying to stay more positive. Granted, I used to love going off a little bit on here, but after a while, it kind of like, for me, I don't know, I kind of just lost the whole, I would say, I don't even know the word for it, but I just kind of lost, the whole thing of just going back and forth. Like, it just kind of was draining to me. And it was like, man, I don't want to do this. Not saying it was affecting me, but it was just like, again. But it kind of got old to me. Like, I get old. I mean, certain things get old to me. So it's just like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. But yeah, you guys, that was just something that happened. I'm getting off subject again. But yeah, with abuse, you guys, call that shit out right then and there. Let it be known. Because if you don't, it would just go on and on and on. But the reason why I brought that whole going back and forth thing up, because people kept asking me how come I'm not, how I used to be. Well, sometimes things change, and sometimes you may not want to do those things that you used to do. So I'm happy with, just being on here, being myself. Not saying I wasn't being myself. I was just in a rage, and I got a little triggered a lot. But I'm trying to get untriggered. And shit, just do me, because I don't live my life like that. I don't have to go off on people like that in my real life. Sometimes I just, if somebody talking crazy or trying to get a rouse out of me, I let you talk. You be talking a whole lot to yourself. Just as long as you put your hands on me. I can be all type of bitches and hoes and I'll be all the negative names in the book. But I know me, I know who I am, so therefore it won't too much affect me. Not unless it's a head, or not unless it's a fist coming my way. That's when it will fit. Well, that's when it will affect me. But other than that, I let people talk. I let them talk. But now I can say, will I ever have a day that I may have to come back on here and do it and start cussing again? Probably. I don't think so though, because I'm at a different place. I'm not at the same place where I used to be at now. Well, back then. But hey. But you guys, I'm gonna take one more bite, and this is gonna do it for this one. This mukbang. It's time for me to get up on out of here. Ain't nothing like some tender meat. So tender and soft. I'm glad it's soft because I can't be eating too much hard foods, because that stuff is break your teeth off. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, and stay safe. Watch out for your loved ones, yourself. Your baby, your boo, your kids. And for these crazy folks out here, watch out for them, because they will try you. This is really good. But I'm finna get up on out of here, you guys, and I hope you guys may enjoy my little quote-unquote so-called advice. Ain't no counselor. I just can call out things that I know I done went through, or maybe just learn from other people's situations and try to, put it out there. So maybe if someone going through something like that, going through something with any topic that I may talk about, hey, you got a little advice from me. Hey, take it or continue to do what you do. And on that note, you guys, I'm gonna be up and out of here. And I'll come back for another one. All right, cannonballs, we out of here.